It is a sad day. We are mourning the former First Lady, Maureen Mwanawasa. And I know some of you might be wondering, how come I'm trying to be so vocal around this issue? Well, you'd be shocked that I actually knew about Maureen Mwanawasa on a personal level. I actually knew about Maureen Mwanawasa on a personal level. We used to interact quietly. You know, it's not all the people that I interact with that I bring to social media to say, you know, this and that. Some people, I interact with them and it remains there. So, but Maureen Mwanawasa, she's one of those people that I knew personally, and we used to talk. You know, she was quite supportive of me, I must say. She was quite supportive of me when I started Zambian Voice. She was one of those people that actually helped me to set up Zambian Voice. I want to tell you that even some of the legal advices that I was, you know, some of the things that I talk about, something legal, I used to consult Maureen Mwanawasa, you know. So we knew each other quietly. I knew her quietly, but it was not, you know, something that, you know, I was bringing out to social media. And like I've said, there are a number of people that I know, that I interact with, but I don't bring it to social media. And this time around, I'm talking about Maureen Mwanawasa, not because of the personal relationship that I had with her, no, but because Maureen Mwanawasa is a public figure. And I know some people want to say, hey, don't politicize. You must know this, that anything about a politician is political. Anything about a politician is political. But for Maureen Mwanawasa, she was not just a politician. Of course, some people would want to argue, no, she was not a politician. No, she was. She was a member of MMD. And later on, she joined UPND. Of course, she was not active in politics, you know, towards the end. But she was a politician. And over and above that, she was a first lady at one point. She was a first lady at one point. So, no matter which way you want to look at it, she was a political figure. She was a political figure, and anything around a politician is political. So even this death of Maureen Mwanawasa, we cannot run away from drawing in politics. But it is not just, for me, I don't do just politics, not politics for the sake of politics. It is bringing in politics so that we can change the way we do things. That is why I'm talking. But Maureen Mwanawasa, she's gone. I'm not going to bring her back. I feel bad, but she's gone. I'm not going to bring her back. The only thing that I can do is to talk about her situation so that it can help others. It can help those who are living. That is why I'm talking. It's not about me just making noise. It is not about me hating Hakainde Hichilema. No, it is not. It is about bringing out some of these negatives so that we can change. That is why Chilufya Tayali talks. That is why I call myself a public lawyer, because I talk so that people, especially the vulnerable, the poor, can have a better life somehow. And indeed, on this instance, there are people that need my voice, that need a public lawyer. There are people that need a public lawyer in relation to, Maureen Mwanawasa. In relation to Maureen Mwanawasa. Today, a number of messages are being written, and I know going into tomorrow until the day that we will be burying. So many speeches will come. We will hear so many things being spoken about on Maureen Mwanawasa. So many things. This is common. This is what we do. This is what we are good at. When a person is gone, then we speak all these positive things. Hey, whatever, hey, whatever. But I think it is important that we also look at how we conducted ourselves when the person was alive. We look at ourselves and see how did we conduct ourselves when the person was alive. But Maureen Mwanawasa, like I've said, she is a former first lady, and she served this country. But Maureen Mwanawasa saved this country. She served this country as a first lady. But Maureen Mwanawasa was very, very supportive to Levi Mwanawasa, who many of you adore. Many of you adore Levi Mwanawasa. Me, I don't adore Levi Mwanawasa. I will not cheat. Me, I don't adore Levi Mwanawasa. For me, I mean, I didn't like his rule. That is, I will not even pretend. I didn't like Mwanawasa's rule. You know, he was vindictive. I just don't like people that are so vindictive, that go after others. I don't like those people. But anyway, Maureen Mwanawasa helped Zambia during the time of Levi Mwanawasa's rule. She was a prominent figure. She was very active. A number of you got jobs. A number of you got appointments through Maureen Mwanawasa. I have no doubt in my mind, because I know a number of people that benefited as a result of Maureen Mwanawasa. Maureen Mwanawasa's active, participation in leadership. And then Maureen Mwanawasa, I think the Maureen Mwanawasa, foundation, that NGO, I think it was one of the most successful NGOs of the first ladies. It was popular. It was everywhere. A lot of people benefited from Maureen Mwanawasa NGO. So she did a lot for Zambia, and she was very intelligent. That's one thing I liked about her. Why I was actually talking to her and why I had that personal relationship with Maureen Mwanawasa, it is because of her intelligence. She was very intelligent. She was very objective, But Maureen Mwanawasa was somebody that, I would text, about an issue and ask her opinion, and she would give me a very objective opinion. She was very objective, very, very objective woman, and very intelligent, very knowledgeable, So I appreciated her for that. Her objectivity, her intelligence, and her cheerfulness. Maureen Mwanawasa was nice, smiling, and a very warm woman. Very warm woman, very, very good woman. So she did something that we Zambians ought to appreciate. But the question is, did we really appreciate Maureen Mwanawasa? Ngani mwa UPND, Maureen Mwanawasa, when Maureen Mwanawasa joined UPND, she brought a lot of people to UPND. Even myself, I almost joined UPND at that time. But of course, certain things did not just add up. But Maureen Mwanawasa brought people. By the very fact that she joined Hakainde Hichilema, people started looking at Hakainde Hichilema to say, oh, Kashna Omuntu. So if even Maureen Mwanawasa can follow him, a number of people joined UPND. A number of people started supporting Hakainde Hichilema. If there is one person that has benefited so much out of Maureen Mwanawasa, politically, it is Hakainde Hichilema. Of course, the first one is Levi Mwanawasa himself. But the second beneficiary, among the so many people that have benefited, including those that were given jobs when they were in power, but the one person, one big beneficiary is Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema benefited big time from Maureen Mwanawasa's alliance, or Maureen Mwanawasa's membership into UPND. Tell me which member brought people or brought respect on Hakainde Hichilema than Maureen Mwanawasa. Not even Bamdala wa GBM. Yes, Bamdala wa GBM did so much. Bamdala wa GBM brought, you know, the northern part of Zambia to UPND. But Maureen Mwanawasa gave Hakainde Hichilema that position where people started looking at him to say, oh, okay, Kanshi Fiapalako, he can also be president. It started with Maureen Mwanawasa. These other people that came in, politicians, they didn't bring the respect. They didn't bring, there should be a better way. They didn't bring that decorum, you know, that kaweti abantu bakuchindika. They didn't bring the respect that Maureen Mwanawasa brought. Maureen Mwanawasa, if you like, brought the elite or the upper class. The upper class started respecting whatever Hakainde Hichilema. But as well as the people who benefited from, you know, Maureen Mwanawasa's charitable activities, they also came in. The issue of the languages, you know, the languages, when you talk about Central Province especially, Central Province, a number of people came to UPND, a number of people supported Hakainde Hichilema. I can challenge you to bring up one person that brought people, that brought respect, that brought, you know, the dignity in Hakainde Hichilema than Maureen Mwanawasa. Tell me one person. Tell me one person. Ni nani uachindama uaishire kuri ba Mwanawasa no kuba bati bachindame ba Maureen ba leba Hakainde Hichilema bali chindama ilio Maureen Mwanawasa joined, and Hakainde Hichilema used Maureen Mwanawasa because she was like the right hand person. She was like the right hand person. And we actually thought she was going to be the vice president. We actually thought she was going to be the vice president. And I'm sure even Hakainde Hichilema, wherever he's sitting, is agreeing with me. He didn't just pick Maureen Mwanawasa because of the issue of the tribe, to say, no, but really, the person that was befitting at that time, was Maureen Mwanawasa. And really, I don't know, but she was befitting. Nobody, Vanarumango, for example, she can't come near Maureen Mwanawasa. The entire UPND, they don't have a person like Maureen Mwanawasa. They don't have. They don't have a person. The point I'm trying to make is that by UPND, Makamaka Hakainde Hichilema benefited out of the political activities of Maureen Mwanawasa. They benefited big time. Today, Mule Mpia, you have so much money, you are stashing it offshore out of the country, you are throwing it there because of the contribution that Maureen Mwanawasa made to UPND and to Hakainde Hichilema. She made a very big contribution. You cannot run away from it. She made a very big contribution to UPND and Hakainde Hichilema. But after Mwawina, what have you done for Maureen Mwanawasa? What did you do for Maureen Mwanawasa? What did you do for Maureen Mwanawasa? What have you done for Maureen Mwanawasa? You are going to be making big speeches. You are going to make big speeches about Maureen Mwanawasa, but you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's why I'm talking about this. I want you to know. I want you to have it in your mind, in your hearts, that you people used Maureen Mwanawasa and you did not take care of her when she needed your help. You didn't. I know some people are saying, no, Chipo is working at State House. Chipo is a Zambian. Chipo is a Zambian and an adult who has got her own life. Who has got her own life? Who deserves a job? Who deserves a job? So you cannot say, no, because Valingisha Chipo. No. No. Chipo is Chipo. Chipo is an individual. She's on her own. She's on her own. She deserves that job. And no, Sambida, you see that I don't talk about Chipo. I don't talk about Chipo because, I mean, the girl she's educated and I believe she's smart. So, on her own, she deserves that. You cannot be talking about Chipo on account of Maureen Mwanawasa. No. This is an adult. This is a person that is educated. This is a person that is smart. So forget it. Don't even bring Chipo in to say, no, because Valingishe Chipo. No. Maureen Mwanawasa, she was supposed to be recognized on her own. She was supposed to be recognized on her own. I know that at one point, Maureen Mwanawasa was appointed to go to one of the foreign missions. I know some of you who are sitting there, you are saying, no, we tried because you wanted to throw her in the foreign mission. But she couldn't go. But why didn't she go? Why couldn't she go? She couldn't go because of the indebtedness that she had. She couldn't go because of the indebtedness that she had. She suffered financially in many ways. But surely, if there was somebody that could come to her aid, she wouldn't have suffered the way she did. She wouldn't have suffered the way she did. And this is not a situation that Maureen Mwanawasa bali virendalama. Maureen Mwanawasa, whatever Nkongole, whatever was going on, it is as a result of, you know, when you are a first lady and you live, you have got so many responsibilities. And this is how she found herself in that situation. This is how she found herself in that situation. But remember, when Maureen Mwanawasa was dying, what did we say about Maureen Mwanawasa? We were singing on top of our voices, saying, Maureen Mwanawasa, hey, Valiva, hey, Valikotama filling station, hey, Shana. We created a perception that Maureen Mwanawasa was so rich. Maureen Mwanawasa has stolen so much. That is a perception that we created. That is a perception that we created. But look, not long after the death of the husband, Maureen Mwanawasa started going into financial problems. This is a person that we were saying, Vendalama, Shan. But look at what happened to Maureen Mwanawasa just a few years after the death of the husband. And this is a problem that we have as Zambians. This is the problem that we have as Zambians. We need to be very careful. We have got this attitude of demonizing our former leaders. Former leaders, I usually restrain myself to call other people corrupt unless I've seen some evidence, like the evidence that I'm seeing with Bahaka in the HDM. Like the evidence that I'm seeing with Bahaka in the HDM. But when you look at some of these other people that we demonize to say, Niba Kawalala, hey, Valiba, the way we demonize Maureen Mwanawasa, can we believe it that she has gone, she has departed this life with almost nothing? She has departed this life with almost nothing. And I do understand that, you know, yes, she has died out of an ailment. But look, when somebody is not living well, somebody is psychologically stressed. This is what I was talking about yesterday. I was talking about this yesterday to say a lot of people are dying because of economic stress. And Maureen Mwanawasa, she's one of those examples. There are a number of people, if they didn't have the jobs that they have, if they were not living the life that they were living, they would have gone. But I mean, let's be realistic. Look at some of these things. But vengi, a lot of people, they are sick. because baleikala ku bwino. Some of these people, ili of a UPND ikafuma power, they will not even last. They will not even stay for a long time. They will die. They will die, some of these people. But some of these people, they will die. Kuti mwashikwanisha. But because of the positions that you have, you survive. And this is the same thing that I'm talking about when I'm saying Maureen Mwanawasa bafwa iche. If Maureen Mwanawasa was helped, I mean, I strongly believe that she would have lived longer. I strongly believe that. Nombo muntu alinenko ngole kumutwe like this. Alinenko ngole kumutwe like this. And it was so difficult for her. Some of the dates that we are talking about, she got and invested in their farm. But Maureen Mwanawasa liked farming. She liked farming. And some of these in Congolese that you read about, she got that money and invested in farming. And of course, things didn't go well. So, some of these problems that we are talking about, it's not that Maureen Mwanawasa got the money. She was a humble woman. She was a very humble woman. Very humble woman. She was not a woman at all. Paris. Chicago. No, she was not like that. Ever since the husband died, she lived a very humble life. A very humble life. But because of the so many pressures that were around her, she ended up Munkongole. She ended up Munkongole, and I mean, it overburdened her. It overburdened her. She even ended up being suspended. Kulas. She was suspended because of financial challenges. So Maureen Mwanawasa, she was really going through a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And she was going through a lot of problems with a person that she fought, a person that she helped in State House. Vahaka Inde Ichilema would have helped. Vahaka Inde Ichilema, as you be reading that statement, put a line to say, I regret for not having had come to your aid. You need to put it in your statement, Vahaka Inde Ichilema. Mweba speech yako, you should put a sentence there to say, I regret, I wish I had come to your aid. You should put that. Because really, you had an opportunity. You had an opportunity to help Maureen Mwanawasa. You had an opportunity, but you didn't do it. You didn't do it. So the job, even the job that you are saying that nobody paid Chipo, which is salary yakwa Chipo, Maureen Mwanawasa bakwete. You people who are saying, but in the Sarah Yale Fola, Chipo, do you think it can pay the debts that the mother had? Even Chipo, I'm sure, if only she had the way of saying this, she would have brought it before the president to say, Mr. President, can you help my mother? But I'm sure she couldn't do it because she thought he would do it by himself. But he never did it. He never did it. And yes, some of you will be like saying, but no, where would have the money come from and whatever. This money that you are stealing, you are giving money to these foreigners. You are sharing millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. But Maureen Mwanawasa didn't have Nkongole millions of dollars. All she needed was basically just about $30,000. And that's it. She needed just not so much money. She needed not so much money. You would have helped. You would have helped. You would have come up with a plan. I mean, who would take when a government, when you are in power, you should be able to help people. You should be able to help people. That is why people fight, Kairi. That's why people fight. We should not even pretend. That's why people fight to get into power. It is so that they can be helped. And Maureen Mwanawasa deserved to be helped. She deserved to be helped. Of course, she's not. She's a former first lady. She deserved to be helped. You didn't help her. You didn't help her. This is very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. Neryo muleva lira ba Maureen Mwanawasa mwebengi. You never helped her. You never helped her. You never helped her. You never went close to her. You didn't. You didn't. When you were reading those articles in the paper, Maureen Mwanawasa, a finance bank has filed for bankruptcy. Did you do anything? A finance bank has whatever. Did you do anything? This company, whatever. Did you do anything? You didn't. No, you'll be making those long speeches. You are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. I want to tell you, you are hypocrites. Whatever speeches that you are going to be making, deep down your hearts, I want you to know that you are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. You did not help this woman. You could have helped this woman, but you didn't. You didn't. And it's not that this woman was a rogue. No, she wasn't. She wasn't. This was a very good woman. This was a very good woman, a very reasonable woman. But we couldn't give her a chance. We couldn't give her a chance to recover. We didn't. And finally, she's gone now. Then no more we can hey, Maureen Mwanawasa. But now, out of all these things that we are saying, we have to learn. We have to ask ourselves, bavera chiluba bali kui? Bavera chiluba bali kui? Bavera chiluba bali kui? Bekere shani bavera chiluba. Bekere shani. Baneva smumba ifo kubalandala ndapwa shana. Baneva smumba. When Balupando Mwape died, you spoke strongly, you campaigned that, you know, Vice President should be looked after. Vice President should be looked after. I don't know if all the Vice Presidents are being looked after. I don't know. But I know that at least for you, you have got a vehicle coming from government. I know you have got certain people that are being paid by government. I know even on the house issue, I know you are being helped by government. I know you are benefiting so much from government, Baneva Smumba. I don't know if the benefits that Baneva Smumba is getting, Chirachi Motoka Mwendelamo, Inganda, na mawekazi, I don't know. Ngachakwe bati, others are also benefiting. I hope Bamayo ba winner. She's also Inonge winner. I hope she's also getting. I hope Bakavindera I know Bakavindera na Baneva Smumba Vendera Pam. I hope he's also benefiting. But guys, Scott, I hope this is being done, you know, to all of them. But my point is, can we also look at these former first ladies? Can we look at the former first ladies? I think that position, yes, it is not an elective position. They are not the people that are elected. But these people, they are so influential. These people are so influential. These people, they are first ladies, for goodness sake. I think we need to look after them. Somehow we need to look after them. I know they are not the ones who are elected. No, but I think we should find a way of looking after them. Because I know that, you know, like Vera Chiluba, I'm sure she's struggling. Ba Kaseba, ba Christine Kaseba. How is she living? So we need to be very careful and look at these people. I don't think we should neglect these people to a situation where they become so desperate to a point whereby it is embarrassing. But what is so bad is the way that we are treating, even the way we treat some of these people. Like the way we are treating Bantuanka, Esther Lungu. This is what Edgar Lungu foresaw when Edgar Lungu started building properties built flats for ba Esther Lungu. It is to avoid a situation where ba Esther Lungu, in case he dies, muntu na yen. In case ba Lungu bafwa, ba Lungu thought, okay, in case I'm not there, how will my wife live? Baba kulilo tuma flats, mwayapo kama flats. What do you want? What did you want? Yes, of course, Tandiwe Banda also. Yeah. What did you want? What did you want? What are you trying to do? What is the future of Maureen Mwanawasa? Maureen Mwanawasa. With what you are doing, Kuliba Esther Lungu, what future are we foreseeing, Kuliba Esther Lungu? What future are we foreseeing? We want to strip her to be a destitute. To be a destitute, that's what we want. When the husband has taken care of the wife, built some properties, but ima ba haka inde ichilima mwaya apuka. Ni hypocrisy. Ukumka leli lati yo, hey, Maureen Mwanawasa. But look at the way you are treating these others. Look at the way you are treating ba Esther Lungu. And you know, like how I say that I usually avoid talking about Bamaeva Mtinta. I am not drawing you into politics. But you know, you are very powerful. Me, I know you are very powerful. You are very powerful. A lot of these women that are married to these influential people, they are very powerful. I know some of these women who I have met, I know they are very powerful. And I have heard the stories. I've heard the stories. Bamaeva Mtinta, she's very powerful. But Bamaeva Mtinta, when you see your fellow women suffering, do you intervene for them? Do you intervene for them? Do you speak on their behalf? You are a woman. You are a woman. Are you telling me, Imanishi, you are so ignorant about what is happening in our society that you don't know? Are you telling me, you didn't know about the suffering of Maureen Mwanawasa? You didn't know. You couldn't intervene for her. You couldn't intercede for her. I mean, you are the... Bahaka Indechilema is very powerful. The next powerful person is you. And why you are powerful? Because you are the man you are the woman that stays with this man. Bahaka Indechilema will go everywhere and everywhere and everywhere. People trying to touch him, they can't even touch him. They can't even reach him. They can't even reach him. They can't even shake his hand. But imwe Bamaeva Mtinta haka inde ichilema esa munganda mumienu. Esa munganda mumienu Afrika afura le nsapato, afura le fya kufuana. Mwamu mona uyu haka inde ichilema. Ala lefora le ninkonono mulina nkwe. Kuti mwamu usha na 03 kuti mwamu usha iwe buka tula.